Hello, hello. Welcome. It is time once again. Um, 2 streams in 2 days. Can you believe it? I'm back, and I hope you are too. Welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV. Because continue to get those predictions in. The match is just under half an hour to go. But you know the drill. Hello and welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV for today's coverage as Middlesbrough host Chelsea in the latter stages of this year's FA Cup competition. Quarterfinals ramping up for the Blues these days, with news coming from yesterday's Champions League draw. Hopefully that you were there to watch that. Well, as I hosted that yesterday, my first one outside of a live stream for a watch-along. We did a watch-along for the Champions League quarterfinals and semi-final draw. And of course, we found out we will be facing Real Madrid next month. All the coverage brought to you by Chelsea Fan TV for those games. But first, Chelsea must try to get through a Borough side that have dealt with both Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur, all whilst Chelsea must do the job, hopefully today, without fans in support here today at the Riverside Stadium. Head-to-head, Middlesbrough's last victory against Chelsea was a 2-1 home win on the 23rd of August 2006. Andrei Shevchenko scored his first Premier League goal in that match for the Blues, but Borough hit back through late strikes from Emmanuel Pogatetz and Mark Viduka. The T-siders won their the very first FA Cup encounter between Chelsea and Middlesbrough, recording a 2-1 victory at Ayresome Park in the third round, in 1993. Chelsea have won the subsequent 3 encounters in the competition. A 2-0 triumph in the 1997 final, of course, that famous Roberto Di Matteo 30 or 40-second goal. A 1-0 victory at Stamford Bridge in round 3 of 2003, and a 2-0 win at the Riverside Stadium in the 5th round back in 2013. For Middlesbrough, Middlesbrough have won 9 consecutive home games since a 2-1 defeat when they beat... Where have I gone? A 2-1 defeat by Preston on the 23rd of November. Borough are vying to reach the semi-finals for the first time since 2006, when they beat Charlton 4-2 at home in the quarter-finals. They have lost their subsequent 4 matches at this stage in 2007, 2008, 2009 and 2017, with their last such tie ending in a 2-0 home defeat by Manchester City 5 years ago. Having eliminated Manchester United and Tottenham, Middlesbrough can become the first side outside of the Premier League to beat 3 Premier League teams in a single FA Cup campaign since Wigan in the 17-18 season. Borough are winless in all 20 of their previous matches against reigning European champions, withdrawing 7 and losing 13 in that stretch of time. Their last fixture, in which they lost to a European champion, was the home defeat by Chelsea in the FA Cup 5th round in 2013. For Chelsea have won 11 of their past 12 matches in all competitions, with the exception being the Carabao Cup final against Liverpool. We have reached the FA Cup quarterfinals for the 16th time in 22 seasons, more than any side in this period. The Londoners have lost just 3 of their 15 quarterfinals this century. Can you believe that? Unbelievable. Romelu Lukaku, who starts today for the Blues, has scored 15 FA Cup goals since his first appearance in 2012. The only players with better records since then are Harry Kane and Olivier Giroud with 16 goals each, and Sergio Aguero with 20. Chelsea have recorded 44 victories against Borough in the fixtures history. So can we make it 45 here today, despite the lack of travelling support, and see ourselves to yet another Wembley day out? Chelsea take on Middlesbrough here in the quarterfinal of the FA Cup, with all of today's coverage brought to you by Chelsea Fan TV. Be sure to smash the like button, subscribe, hit that bell notification so you'll be notified of any future content in the future, including live streams and all that good stuff. And as always, team news and more details about this fixture are up next. Hello. Let's get this off the screen for now. As you can see, I've got us down as a 4-3-3 formation. Mendy in goal, Azpilicueta, Thiago Silva, Rudiger, and Sarr as the back four. Mason Mount, Kovacic, and Loftus-Cheek in the middle three. Hakim Ziyech makes his way back into the starting 11 for a few games. And he is joined by Christian Pulisic, our Captain America, of course, did the business against Lille midweek in that Champions League round of 16 game with Romelu Lukaku up front here today. Kai Havertz has taken a seat on the bench for the first time in a few games now. Bettinelli, Alonso, Kennedy, Chalobah, Kante, Barkley, Havertz, Vale, and Timo Werner on the bench for the Blues. And a quick look at the Middlesbrough starting 11. Lumley, Dunkstill, McNair, Fry, Jones, Crooks, Howson, Tavernier, Taylor, Balogun, and Connolly. Yeah, welcome. Going to go through some of... Hello. Hi, bro. I'm not going to try and butcher your name. I'm sorry, but Abdul, welcome to the stream. Hold on, I've got to prepare my looping. Got to prepare by looping the ZH goal versus. Yeah, I know you've got to get yourself in the mood. When you're watching me, it's got to get yourself in the mood, get yourself on my level. Because I tell you what, today it's quarter-final day in the FA Cup. 120 years of FA Cup action. For the tournament, not for Chelsea necessarily. It could be, it probably isn't. I mean, you would assume so. I don't really know the statistics off the top of me being. Just looked at the formation. It's 5-0 Chelsea is Yeboy's prediction. And Sarr at left back. That's entertaining, interesting, to say the least. We'll have to wait and see how that goes. Welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV, of course. As you can see on your screens, apart from my beautiful little face, you can see the all-time head-to-head record between Middlesbrough and Chelsea. 24 wins for Middlesbrough, 44 wins for Chelsea, and 25 draws between the two teams. 103 goals scored for Borough and 145 for Chelsea, and each club's FA Cup top scorer so far this season. Crooks for Middlesbrough, and of course, it is tied, but it is Lukaku and Timo Werner who are the top scorers for Chelsea in the FA Cup this season. I look like Matty Cash. Fuck! I mean, for God's sake, how many people do I look like? Matty Cash. I know him well. It's the hair. So now what is it? Giroud, Harry Maguire, Chilwell, Matty Cash, James Corden. Fucking James Corden. You can do one with that. Honestly, that is Harry Maguire and Ben Chilwell's love child. Oh Christ! As you can see, the live scores. There is only one FA Cup game today. And that is, of course, Middlesbrough versus Chelsea. It says 12:30 kickoff. That is not correct. I will amend those in due time, but realistically, not really a problem at all. Sunday's games: Crystal Palace versus Everton, Southampton, Man City, and Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool. Out of those games, realistically, I hope Chelsea go through. I fancy Crystal Palace against Everton tomorrow. And of course, Man City and Liverpool. I do feel that there is going to be at least a big upset, and I'm hoping it's not us. Hagrid in his teenage years. I had a trim of my beard today. Thank you very much. Replays. Simon Druce, Kesh. Welcome to the stream over on twitch.tv/Chelsea Fans XI. But for now, we will go through the all-important facts for this game. The last 4 matches head-to-head, at least between these two, Chelsea have recorded 4 wins in 4. I think we're actually undefeated in 8 against Middlesbrough in our last 8 fixtures against them. The furthest Borough have gone in the FA Cup is the final, where they went on to lose to Chelsea 2-0 back in 1997. And Borough are on a 9-match win streak at home in all competitions. McGree, Piero, Fisher, and Sammy Amiobi, who has experience against Chelsea, of course, with Newcastle, is not available for Borough here today. Chelsea have won their last 8 matches against Middlesbrough in all competitions. There you go. I thought I knew that statistic somewhere. There you go. Chelsea have kept a clean sheet in their last 8 matches against Middlesbrough in all competitions. So those last 8 matches, we've won all 8, and all of them have been clean sheets. Chilwell, Christensen, James, Hudson-Odoi all out with injury, and Saul Niguez seems to be dropped for now. Your beard looks hella fresh, though. Thank you very much. I'm glad someone appreciates the facial hair. Top players. All I could really go off of here was statistics in either Middlesbrough for the Championship and Chelsea for the Premier League. These are the top scoring or top performing players for both sides in their respective leagues. Crooks, McNair, and Tavernier, are the top 3 players for Middlesbrough in the Championship. 7, and pretty much a 7 for those 3 players. And a 7.27, 7.2, and a 7.13 for James, Thiago Silva, and Mason Mount. And the goals scored, pretty much the same as well. Spora, knows how you say his name. Crooks and Watmore with 8, 8, and 6, and Mount, Jorginho, and Havertz with 8, 6, and 6. Assist-wise, Jones, Tavernier makes his name appear again with the assist, and Spora, 8, 5, and 2. Mount with 7, James with 6, Kovacic with 5. And in comparison, all competitions so far this season for both clubs. Of course, Chelsea have had they've had their fair share of competition so far this season. Domestic-wise, Middlesbrough have been involved in the FA Cup, the Carabao Cup, and of course, they are in the Championship with 41 games played. A fairly big amount of games to be played. Of course, being in the Championship, you do get a lot more games played in that competition, but 20 wins to Chelsea's 33, 13 losses for Middlesbrough, 5 for Chelsea, and 53 goals to Chelsea's 95. 46 goals conceded throughout all competitions for the home side here today, and 31 for the Blues. 11.7 and 14.7 for shots per game for each team respectively. And our player of the day is Mr. Romelu Lukaku, who does share the 4th highest FA Cup goals per game, or not, maybe not goals per game, but most goals scored. 4th most goals scored since Romelu Lukaku first started in the FA Cup. 22 games played, 15 goals and 4 assists, with a 0.68 goals per game ratio and a 0.18 assists per game, which of course is not his forte, but that 0.68 goals per game in the FA Cup is pretty damn good. I've got to be honest with you. It's looking good. It's looking good. And of course, he starts for Chelsea today. A quick reminder for those of you that are just joining in. Mendy in goal, as Pilaqueta, as captain, as always when he's playing. Thiago Silva, Rudiger, Sarr is the back 4. Mason Mount, Kovacic and Loftus-Cheek, the middle 3. Ziyech back in the starting 11. Hopefully he scores today. My YouTube account with my reactions really could do with a Ziyech goal. I'm telling you now. Christian Pulisic, who also brings in the numbers. I can't lie. The American viewers, they love a good reaction for Christian Pulisic. Captain America, of course, scoring against Lille in earlier this week in that round of 16 game in the Champions League. Lukaku, who we've just spoken about, is up front. Bettinelli, Alonso, Kennedy, Chalobah, Kante, Barkley, Havertz, Vale, and Timo Werner is up front. On the bench, sorry, not up front. Upcoming fixtures. I'll tell you what, I felt like I needed a break from football for a little bit, but there is a 2-week break coming up nonetheless. I'm feeling myself today. I can't lie. I'm looking forward to this game. So this 2-week break could necessarily do one, to be honest, but I'll take it nonetheless. But after that 2-week break, we will return to Stamford Bridge. Fanless, no doubt, or maybe just some season ticket holders, but it is back to the Bridge on the 2nd of April for that game against Brentford in the Premier League. And then it is the first leg of 2 that, I mean, in the next 4 games, home for the first game. To clarify, the first game, the first leg is at Stamford Bridge, despite reports that the game was going to be held at the Santiago Bernabéu for that first game. It is at Stamford Bridge on the 6th of April. All the coverage you could possibly need is brought to you by Chelsea Fan TV for that game. And in between those 2 fixtures, of course, it is a trip to St Mary's Stadium on the 9th of April, 3 o'clock kickoff. And again, we will be doing coverage for that game and all the games that remain in this season and in the seasons to come. That is against Southampton. If you haven't liked, subscribed, and hit that bell notification, it'd be massively appreciated. You know, it really would. It really would. Show some support to the Chelsea Fan TV YouTube channel. And while you're at it, if you haven't already, follow myself, my personal social media profiles, Chelsea Fans XI. Is the place to go. It does say in the description, follow Harry on all available social media platforms using Chelsea Fans XI. Oh, I'm a wizard. Thank you very much. Rob, I'm doing all right. I'm doing all right. We're playing your foes in this competition. Of course, Manchester United knocked out by our opponents here today, as well as doing the job against Tottenham Hotspur. Surely you've got to be cheering on Middlesbrough today, Rob. Surely. To clarify, if you are in the UK, if somehow you don't know where the game is being shown, it is BBC One or BBC One HD. And I would imagine Fox Sport or some bollocks like that elsewhere in America. Good game today. Middlesbrough going for it. I tell you what, I hope it's a good game. I hope they give us a good competition. No doubt they will. They have done against, of course, Tottenham and Manchester United. So why not against us? You know? I got a proper bargain yesterday. Didier Drogba signed 2011/12 shirt for only 25 quid. I mean, that sounds like it must be legit. Surely that's got to be like 25 quid. Oh, Jesus Christ. Do you have a lot of fans in the ground? Newcastle fan here. Hope for a 3-1 win to Chelsea. Caitlin and Nick, I can confirm there are zero Chelsea fans present at this game against Middlesbrough here today. Rory Jennings. I hope, well, it might be the actual Rory Jennings. You never know. Rory, if it is you, let me know. Enjoying the stream, lads. Keep up the good work. Well, thank you very much, Rory. I'm a big fan. I'm a big fan. If it is actually you, I hope you enjoy the stream. I'm glad you do enjoy the stream. But anyway, a reminder: Chelsea Fan TV schedule. I don't know if there is going to be a match review vlog after this game, but no doubt, I'm sure there must be. There have been a few times. Every now and then, we're a little bit shoddy on the old match day review vlogs. So small team wins. Come on, the Borough. I want all the big teams out. So basically, Chelsea, Liverpool, and City out. It's a change for once. I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Lineker had an ear reduction, I swear. I hadn't noticed the size of Gary Lineker's ears, but there you go. They look as big as ever, if I'm being completely honest with you. He's just come back on the screen, and boy, do they look big. Anyway, we may have a new owner by then. We may do. Thoughts on our Champions League path? You see us reaching another final? I tell you what, it's gonna be a tough one. I fancy our chances against Real Madrid's. To be quite honest with you, we did the job last year, albeit they are a completely different side this season. Eden Hazard might be on form in that game. He wasn't necessarily. He was dealt with well, shall we say? when we played them last year in the semi-finals. But hopefully the same happens this year. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And of course, Benzema on shit hot form at the moment. He was on form when we played them last year as well. Of course, scoring that belter of a goal, belter finish. Although it was very close proximity to the goal front, it was still a fantastic finish from the Frenchman. He has sustained a calf injury and will be out for the El Clasico, of course, tomorrow, I believe. And hopefully that I mean, I don't wish to hope injury on players, but hopefully he's still suffering from that knock by the time we come to play them at Stamford Bridge on the 6th of April. I think Bayern, Liverpool, use and Atletico in the semis. Atletico Madrid have Man City, and we will be playing either Man City or of course, Atletico Madrid. Again, I fancy our chances against Atletico. So should we play them? I do sense in my heart of hearts, in my gut, in the depths of my bowels, I do sense a replay, shall we say, of last year's Champions League final. And I do sense it's going to be a Man City Chelsea semi-final with the person who wins that game will win the Champions League. I don't have any doubt in my mind. Like, if we get to the final, we're winning it. But again, it's all ifs, buts, and maybes at this point. We've still got to play Real Madrid, of course. It will not be any easy task. 3-1 on aggregate last year, though, that being said. And hey, Chelsea in the Champions League, Chelsea in Europe as a whole is a whole different ball game. It really is. If ever there is a competition in the last 10, 15 years that I trust Chelsea are going to give it their all, no matter who we have in our starting 11 and on the bench. I've always had that feeling. You know what I mean? Chelsea on Champions League nights are just different gravy. It really is. We are just something else. I know we've only won it twice, but even still, we don't half go for it. And very, very, very rarely have we played noticeably bad. I think the last time we played very, very bad in a knockout game in the Champions League would have been in 2017-18 against Barcelona, of which I was there for that game. Of course, Willian scored in the home game of that. And then I think we lost like 3-0. First time Messi had scored was obviously the first time I went to see Barcelona play. Fucking just my luck. But anyway, boys and girls, strap yourselves in. Borough are walking out as we speak. Chelsea are already on the field. No Chelsea fans. Oh, we have fans there. What? Who do we play if we win today? The draw for the FA Cup semi-final will take place following the final game of tomorrow's FA Cup quarterfinals. There are Chelsea fans in attendance. I'm not quite sure why or how we've managed to waggle that one, but there you go. A quick reminder, of course, of the starting 11 for Chelsea. I'll get me mush off the screen for this part. The ones who had a season ticket before sanctions. I didn't realise that the tickets had been sold in time for this game, but it would appear so. Oh, no. You're right. Anyway, Mendy in goal, Azpilicueta as captain on that right-back position. Thiago Silva, Rudiger and Sarr are the back four. Mason Mount, Kovacic and Loftus-Cheek. The BBC are putting it as a 4-2-3-1, but I've got it as a 4-3-3. We'll have to, 4-2-3-1, 4-3-3, practically the same fucking thing. But either way, Ziyech and Pulisic support Romelu Lukaku, Bettinelli, Alonso, Kovac, Kennedy, Chalobah, Kante, Barkley, Havertz, Vale, and Timo Werner on the bench, and one last look at the Middlesbrough side for those of you that do care. I'm sure there's got to be at least one Middlesbrough fan in attendance. Read my last comment. If Chelsea win the Champions League, will you paint your whole body royal blue and run down Fulham Broadway to Chelsea Westminster Hospital screaming no? No. Absolutely not. God, this geezer looks like Mark Viduka. Howson looks like Mark Viduka's kid. Final moments before the beginning of this game. I'm going to watch you whilst watching it on my PC. Well, I mean, there's only one way to do it, really. There is fans by the look of it. There are indeed. We are going to have moments applause or silence for something. I'll have to wait and see what it is. Oh, I mean, it's, again, for the Ukraine humanitarian aid efforts. You should. Vishal, if you do it with me, son, I'll do it. But God, that would get a few views, I'll tell you that. Get the Chelsea Fan TV channel up and running once again. Oh, Christ. Players getting their positions. The timer below me. The form of the last 5 games for either side. Of course, Middlesbrough over here. Chelsea over here. Chelsea unbeaten in at least 5 games in all competitions. And your respective starting 11s for both teams. And a lovely Drogba shirt in the background. I mean, it's always there, but you got to love it either way. Team, timer below me. And someone always asks what the score is. But if it wasn't obvious enough, there are 2 big zeros below me as it stands. The Middlesbrough fans going absolutely mild. All the preliminary actions taken place, including currently the knee. And surely now the whistle will go. Balogun to kick off, and off we go. Any news on Christensen? I believe he's injured from the Lille game, which is why he is out. Rumours as well. Rudiger has agreed a deal with Juventus to join them next season. But what's his name? Fabrizio Romano, or whatever bloody hell his name is, has almost pretty much confirmed that is not necessarily the case. What's the score, Rob? I give you one of these in a minute, son. I'll tell you that. Get the beers out for this. Indeed, Simon. You're on the right wavelength today. I've gone back to the old Heinekens. I tell you, I was a big fan of San Miguel, big fan of Heineken usually, but then I moved over to San Miguel, and now it's back to Heinekens again. I tell you that. They've won my heart back over. Ben, welcome back as always. Taking a number 2. And God's sake, why is it so far behind on PC? I mean, my skybox keeps freezing. Ziyech. Lukaku, you have to keep an eye on the ball. Just kept running. Didn't look around to see where the pass was coming. Middlesbrough with a chance early on. Ziyech with the first touch. Straight into the path of McNair. Jermaine, how's it going? Hear me out. Why can't they let the fans in for free if we can't? I'm not sure. I don't think it was allowed in time. Why is the BBC fucking thing keep freezing? 2 minutes played. I might have to go over to regular BBC. BBC HD's having a nightmare today. Azpilicueta. Thiago Silva. Rudiger. Are you Giroud's brother? Yes. Oui. It's looking it's belter today, isn't it? I'll tell you that. He's only pulled it off, hasn't he? Bro, it's Momo. I'll calm down. I'll calm down. It's only 2 minutes gone. But Lukaku doing me nutting straight away. Hello from Brazil. Manico play. Played through. Mason Mount now. Make no mistake about it. I'll be celebrating as always. Pro crossed in! Oh! Lukaku couldn't quite get on it. It's gone all the way through. Christian Pulisic as well couldn't get a fingernail on it in the end. Or a toenail, shall we say. Brilliant chance. Brilliant cross. Nothing in the end. Chelsea looking all over them. And Azpilicueta sent absolutely fucking flying there, smacking his head on the ground. Might have taken the wind out of him there a little bit. Adis. I'll use your... Oh, yeah. Where can I watch the game for free on the internet? Look at Twitter. Have a go on Twitter. See what happens. Double. John Terry has won the double. And the shit from the lane have won fuck all again. Pulisic! Lukaku's there. Again, make no mistake about it. This team dealt Man United and Tottenham in a row. Ziyech in the middle. Dealt with well once again by Borough. Storming run. Great tackle by Sarr. Never a foul. Mason Mount now has a shot. Blocked. The fuck is that noise in my wall? Middlesbrough through here. And it goes out for a goal kick. Delicious cross. Delicious. Getting stressed about Lukaku. How would I not be getting stressed about Lukaku? My hair's having a nightmare today. What the fuck is that? There we go. Middlesbrough, lovely, like really, really nice play. Paying weather for some footy. I tell you what, you are not wrong. You are not wrong. Manico Play, though, thank you so much for the follow over on Twitch. Massively appreciate it. I think we're only 4 followers away from 450 over on twitch.tv/Chelsea Fans XI. If you want your name on the screen, all you have to do is click follow if you have a Twitch account. And there you go. If you want some very short publicity, then there you go. Corner ball to Middlesbrough. Very, very tight on the line. Tipped away, headed away by Christian Pulisic, and now picked up by Kovacic, who finds Hakim Ziyech now. Counter-attack. Ziyech with the idea to find Lukaku and dealt with well by the Borough defender. Ziyech leaves a foot in. I tell you what, a little bit later in the game, and you're looking at a yellow card there for the Moroccan. You're looking at a yellow card there. Double. I've got to go to fucking normal BBC because this is doing my nut in. Just keeps freezing like every 2 seconds. God, the quality difference is noticeable. Oh, it's freezing on here too. Brilliant. Well, in that case, straight back onto HD. Is the game on TV? It is. If you are in the UK, then BBC One. BBC One is the place to go. One of only 2 games on TV today. Arsenal making light work of, well, I say light work, but doing the business against Aston Villa earlier today, taking them officially 4th place with a game in hand over Manchester United, making it a little bit tricky for Chelsea in 3rd place. Or at least giving us a little bit of competition. Of course, their loss against Liverpool. What the fuck is going on with BBC? We've got non-HD and HD, like both of them. Pulisic. Kovacic. Aspilicueta now. Can he find the cross? No. Loftus-Cheek. Kovacic once again. Sarr. Ziyech on that left-hand side. Finds Lukaku. Well, he tries to find Lukaku. Slow feet McGee again. Once again, Romelu Lukaku. A poorly placed pass all the same, though. It's not all his fault. Who's going to replace Rudiger next season? Not Koundé, probably. But then again, we aren't allowed to buy anyone. So, you know, we'll have to wait and see, shall we? We will have to wait and see. Nearly 9 minutes played in this game. Chelsea, the majority holders of possession, played forward and a foul, push in the back by Christian Pulisic on Jones. Can you watch you on YouTube or only TV? Izzy, if you could reword your question a little bit better, I might be able to answer your question. Is Eddie Hall going to win the fight tonight? I could not give less of a shit, to be honest with you, about that bollocks. Sorry, I didn't watch the last stream. It's fine. It's fine. It's absolutely fine. Hello, Mr. Chelsea fan. How are you doing today, good sir? I'm doing fantastic. As always, I will be doing better. Should Chelsea get the victory here today, a nice little semi-final place back at Wembley, where we belong, would be fantastic. If I wanted a final, I'd go for a Crystal Palace Chelsea final, just because I just think that would be sort of like it would be a good final. It really was. A lot of ties with me as well. Most of my mates are Crystal Palace fans, so. Who the fucking hell are you? How many wigs do I own? Does it look like I'm wearing a wig? I have not been to Turkey. I can assure you, this is all me. This hair is au natural. It's all. This is all what God gave me, and I'm fairly happy with it, I must say. Does this game go to penalties, or is this the first leg? No, this is a one and done. It goes to extra time and penalties. From what I know, it might. I'm fairly sure there's extra time. It might go straight to penalties, you know. But your hair is very crisp and neat. I wouldn't say it's neat per se, but great chance for Middlesbrough there in the middle there. Corner ball. The deal with the Saudis is a done deal. Not from what I know. I'm fairly sure it's not done at all. An agreement should be made by close of play Sunday, but again, you never know. There's no deadline for it, but I would assume that it's going to be done by close of play tomorrow, maybe even today. You never know. We might wake up tomorrow morning to the news that we are under new ownership, or at least because it's not going to be anytime soon. but an agreement can be made. It comes down to the UK government. They still have to finalise and accept that the new owners are suitable suitable people, shall we say, suitable for the job. Have you got kidnapped yet? No. No one's knocked at my door. So no, thankfully. Balogun! Fuck's sake. Balogun's going to do the bits today, I'll tell you that. If it's anything but like last year's FIFA, what's it called, football manager, then you never can tell. Even against Liverpool. Have Chelsea started playing with a 4 at the back more often? No, we haven't played 4 at the back for ages, to be fair, other than against Liverpool. Who's taking over from Roman? I don't know. I don't know yet. No one knows. When will the new owners be decided? Officially, it will be up to 6 weeks' time, but unofficially, we will know who the number one candidates are in the next few days. I would say probably either Monday morning is my assumption, or like a Tuesday. Next Tuesday, we should know who the official winners of the bid will be. But all the same, we won't know if it goes through. Mason Mount, Romelu Lukaku's there! It's in! He scores his 16th goal in the FA Cup in his career. That's why we had him as the man. Our star man for today. That was my pick. Romelu Lukaku, albeit a tap-in, he has scored. It's 1-0, 15 minutes gone. Chelsea 1, Middlesbrough 0. And get in there. Well done, he's 14. There's vibes of that going around at the moment, I must say. It is Middlesbrough. But again, they have beaten Manchester United and Tottenham. Not that that's saying a lot, but there you go. Chelsea 1, Middlesbrough 0 at the Riverside Stadium. And it's a new day. Yes, it is. It's Tuchel time, baby! Get in there! Mwah! Do you get grumpy easily? Wow! So, only jokingly, I would say. I wouldn't say I've got a temper at all. I get annoyed easily. I don't get angry easily, or maybe grumpy is the word. Yeah. Birds on mustard seeds. Nah. I think Forest could beat Liverpool. Go on, Ziyech. Oh, nearly gone through there. Headed back to the goalkeeper. I'm excited for the Palace game tomorrow. I'll tell you that for free. For free. I feel like Frankie could do the business, but at the same time, Crystal Palace, if they can get through to a semi-final, you never know. You never know. A Chelsea Palace semi-final or final is all I'm asking for. Please. Once in my life. Palace, do not bottle it. For the love of God. Are we allowed to sing for Lukaku now? I don't know if that's allowed, you know. It's a bit sacrilegious to be singing for Lukaku. You know, his interview just seems to have been forgotten at this point. Sorry, I can't see that well. That's a good one. That is a good one. Ziyech down the wing. Plays it in. Christian Pulisic beaten to the punch by the goalkeeper. There's a lens flare like you would not believe on the camera at the moment. Ben, I'm not going to tell you my job. You already know where I live. I'm not going to tell you what I do as a fucking job, for Christ's sake. Balogun nearly got through there. Lukaku handball surely there. Whether or not there's VAR in play here is the Riverside Stadium after all. Ziyech. Down the wing. Azpilicueta picks it up and a corner ball to the Blues once again. It's Tuchel time, baby! Nearly 19 minutes played. And Chris, thank you so much for the follow over on twitch.tv/ChelseaFansXI. Again, the stream is going ahead over on Twitch, as always, at least for now, until Sammy tells me to sack that off. But I reckon that's a good couple of seasons away yet. We'll have to wait and see about that one. I'm not fucking leaving. Second corner. Mason Mount sticks his arm up in the air. Chance all the way through. And new bit. I'm not fucking leaving. I got the poster there. Fucking Wolf of Wall Street. Shop or office guaranteed. Do I look that boring? This could be my full-time job, but I wouldn't get paid fuck all if it was. Kudo! Thank you so much for the follow, my man or woman. Or they. Over on Chelsea Fans XI. Oh, a nice little McGeady spin there. But ultimately a foul by Captain America. Too much strength for Jones in the end. You broke up with your girlfriend. That didn't last long. I swear you only had her as your girlfriend maybe 2 weeks ago. Petr Cech in attendance. Welcome to the Meaty Meat House. First Chelsea away game was here. Lost 3-0. Miserable place. Jeremy was playing against us, I think. Fucking hell. That was a long time ago. Fuck, I love Jeremy. The first game I ever saw Jeremy play was against Crystal Palace at Selhurst Park, I think, in a pre-season match back years ago. And he scored a fucking belter of a free kick. An absolute belter of a free kick. Christian Pulisic now. Goes down. Balogun. Do I look like a leprechaun? I feel like I don't really own any leprechaun vibes, to be honest. How's he playing? Is it the real Balogun? That's the thing. I swear there's a Balogun that plays for Rangers or something. Or Celtic. Balogun. Oh, no, that's not. That's Leon Balogun who plays for Rangers. I knew there was two Baloguns, but the real Balogun who you're talking about is, this is the real Balogun. The Balogun you are thinking of is the Balogun who plays. He's on loan from Arsenal. Did you many a bit in Football Manager last year? I'll tell you that. Balogun is a Nigerian title, which means what? You nearly got me there. You nearly got me there. Do I know Aberdeen FC? Yes. I told you I'm not. I cannot be baited. I can't. I'm not like Robbie. Robbie has shown he's too easy at being baited. I'm a different I'm a different breed. I am unbaitable. Chance here for Middlesbrough. They've broken away all the way. Balogun with a chance. Too much on it in the end. Do you watch the F1? Do I? Fuck. No, I do not. No offense, but I just don't see the fun in watching a lot of geezers in. It's the way you word it, isn't it? A bunch of geezers in cars just zoom about, but it's the same as like, how do you find any fun in watching a lot of geezers in shorts run around on a pitch? I suppose it's what you're into. I've never been into cars, quite frankly. That's all. All it is. I'm not a car person at all. I don't own a car. I don't even have a license. You know, I just don't have any ambition to drive or unless it's a necessity. A necessity. Do you know what I mean? But driving in itself absolutely could not be bothered. Brilliant chance for Middlesbrough in that little chance there. Crooks goes down. I do speak English. Yes, I do. 50 laps of... I can't be asked to watch that, honestly. That and all of it to happen just for Lewis Hamilton to fucking win. It's just boring. Don't get me wrong. If you're into it, then fair play. But I've got better things to do in my time than watch Lewis Hamilton win every fucking game or race. I'm definitely a security guard. No, I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm glad you look at me and think that I could be, though. But Borough with a chance, crossed in, headed away by Romelu Lukaku, of all people. I didn't know about F1, nor did I find it interesting. But I reckon I could watch it or have it in the background. But putting my time and effort into understanding, or not understanding, is whoever goes over the fucking line wins, isn't it? But I know there's like brackets and like you've got to qualify and all that bollocks. But same as golf, all the way in. Azpilicueta boots it only as far as the middle of the box and then played away by Christian Pulisic. Foul. Mason Mount. I'm a doctor of bowls. I'm a doctor of bowls. I thought you meant that's what I do for my favorite sport is bowls or boulet. I'm a doctor of bowels. I probably could look for a doctor of bowels myself, to be honest, because good God, my bowel movements. Something else, I'll tell you that. Do we hate Anthony Taylor? Yes, we do. Crossed in by Borough and out for once again another corner ball. 26 minutes played here at the Riverside Stadium. Chelsea 1, Middlesbrough 0 as of right now. I hate driving as well. Too many knobs in the. Someone asked if I get grumpy easily. I don't know if I could have the. I don't know if I've got the patience for driving. Even being as like a backseat driver or anything like that, I just get so annoyed at people on the roads, and I don't even drive. Lewis Hamilton winning every time, yeah, exactly. It's one of those things. I just can't be fucked to watch it. It's almost the same as watching whenever Joshua would fight. It was like, oh, he's just going to win every fucking time. Jesus. And now he's lost. I'm like, well, I actually like boxing now. I actually enjoy boxing. Love a bit of Tyson Fury. Not that I'm a fan, but not like a diehard fan. I'm much more into UFC than I am into boxing. That's for sure. I'm not a traffic warden, no. I'm not a traffic warden. I'm a lollipop lady. Oh, Paddy Pimblett can fucking bore off, man. They're trying so hard. They're trying so fucking hard to make him a thing. Honestly, it's so painfully boring. Did you see him on the weighing scales going like, oh, you fuck off, man. I just don't get it. They're trying so hard for him to be popular. And my God, he's done fuck all to warrant the kind of hype that he has. He said he wants to be bigger than Conor McGregor, which is just not happening at all. I'm here to tell you, we don't care. But no, I like your voice a lot. You should dub anime. Okay. Jones now on the right. Middlesbrough knocking at the door, but with they're like this basically, like the slightest of touches. They're getting closer. 51% possession for Middlesbrough in the last 5 minutes. Chance again. Balogun's in the middle. Howson. Blast it over the bar. Snooker, golf, and darts. Don't know how people watch them. Darts, I can imagine, is a fucking belter of a night out if you go out and like watch it in person. Snooker, I love to play it, or pool more so. But I can watch snooker. To be honest with you, I can watch snooker like more in the background. I don't get fucking excited by it, but I do like a bit of snooker. And golf, don't really. I don't really care for golf. It's just fucking Rory McIlroy as well, isn't it? All the time. Mason Mount now. As Piliqueta makes a darting run, Ziyech chooses not to. He has a shot from distance and it's in the back of the net! What a goal! Hakim Ziyech! As Piliqueta makes the darting run, Ziyech says, no. He goes all the way on his own, and you'd love to see it. Hakim Ziyech with a goal. What a belter. Pinpoint accuracy, just like a little fucking beam of a goal. Bottom corner. Goalkeeper absolutely nowhere. Chelsea 2, Middlesbrough fucking 0. Yes! I will take that for my YouTube account as well. Oh my God. It's going to do the views a fucking world of good. Thank you very much, Mr. Hakim Ziyech. You have blessed me once again. Oh, yes. The wizard does it again. From one wizard to another. Hakim Ziyech, thank you so much. Chelsea 2. Middlesbrough, zilch. And Chelsea one step closer to that semi-final at Wembley. Here comes the money! It's Tuchel time! Tuchel time! Yes! Get in there. Goodness me. Whew. Oh, yeah, birthday boy, of course. Hakim Ziyech scoring on his birthday. You love to see it. I'll remember that when I'm wording my YouTube video for my reaction for that. Birthday boy Hakim Ziyech scores against Middlesbrough. You love to see it. Things United and Spurs were unable to do. Am I a sneakerhead? Absolutely not. I buy trainers and I make them last fucking years. I'd say my closest thing to like sneakers are some Air Maxes, and that's about it. I've got a pair of Chelsea boots. I've got Air Maxes. I've got a pair of Vans. And that's it. That's all I own. Again, I'm like, it's like with cars. I just don't really care for trainers or shoes at all. As long as I have a few nice pairs, that's it. But I make them last as long as possible until I see like a really nice one that I like, and I'm like, well, here we go. Here's the next pair. Mason Mount, Lukaku looks for the turn and swivel, finds Mason Mount once again. Kovacic, go on, son. Azpilicueta, Ziyech is down the wing, crosses it, Lukaku in the middle, and a corner ball once again. Kudo and Nepo, thank you so much for the follow over on twitch.tv/Chelsea fans XI, of course. I need a pair of Crocs. I don't know if I've got the feet for it, I reckon. But, you know, I'll put them in sport mode more often than not. I'll tell you what. What's the consensus, by the way? Can some of you let me know in the chat? Not on Twitch, because it's, you know, over on Twitch is fine. The YouTube stream next season. Hang on, Middlesbrough with a chance here to make it 2-1. Crossed in and over the bar. Hang on. There he is, the man himself. Unknown Cockney. Thank you so much for the subscription with your Prime subscription. Massively appreciated, Bradders, as always. Well, I say as always, like you've done it before, but thank you for the first time subscription. Those of you watching on YouTube, obviously I know it's not HD at the moment, but that is not my fault. That is a Sammy issue that I'm trying to get resolved for next season. Ziyech looks to find Lukaku. Chance here. Big trouble. Oh, Ziyech needs through. Lukaku! Off the line! Fantastic! Fantastic defending play there. How on earth Lukaku hasn't scored there? I've got no fucking idea. Simon Drews, thank you so much for the 25 bits. Massively appreciated. As always, on this occasion, as always. Yeah, if you're watching on the YouTube stream, could you let me know, would an HD stream for next season be something you want? Because a lot of the Watchalong streams for other clubs, of course, are like in really like fucking 4K HD, or, you know, like in HD in general. Would you want to see my face in that good a quality next season? Is what I'm asking. Because if so, I'm sure we can put some stuff together. Because for now, it's on like 720p or whatever it is. I just feel like the quality could do with a little bit of an upgrade. Balogun. Na, 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 na. It's okay. No one's answered my question at all, but there you go. How do you compare to Courtois to Chelsea Courtois to Mendy at Chelsea? Fucking light years apart. We got rid of Courtois when it needed to be done. We didn't get half enough as much we probably could have done, but he was going to be out of contract anyway the year after. So, Kovacic. I will be exasperated many a time. If you haven't seen me already, you'll know I get exasperated a lot. Yeah, and not to mention he is a fucking snake as well. Under 10 minutes to go until the end of the first half. It feels like we've been watching this for hours, to be honest with you. In a good way, though. It's been a good game. It really has. Chelsea in complete control. But again, it's only 2-0. If it was 3-0, you would say it's game over, done and dealt with. But 2-0. If it ends 2-0 at half time, I reckon Middlesbrough still have a chance. If they get an early goal in the second half, you never know. You never know. He's well offside. He's well offside. Balogun. Hazard on loan. Anyone? Anyone fancy Hazard on loan next season? I feel like the conversation or the debate of any players joining Chelsea is so null and void at this point. Like we are literally not allowed to sign anyone, whether that's on loan or not. Saul, the Chelsea board have said that they would have liked to have kept him at this point, but given the situation, I don't think that that's going to happen, to be honest. I think if we got Hazard on loan next season, I really wouldn't care. As in, like, if we bought him, I would care and be like, what the fuck are we doing? But on loan, I'll take it, you know? No, Ben, your poo cannot get a shout out. His what? Would love him back. Should never have got rid of him. Simon. My dear friend. I hope you realise that had we never got rid of Hazard in the first place, we would never have won the Champions League last year. Getting rid of Hazard may be one of the best decisions Chelsea have ever made, ever. Like, ever. Besides getting a certain someone as owner in 2003, selling Hazard was arguably the best decision we've ever made. Mendy was a what? Can my Wii get a shout out? No. Pulisic. 3 minutes to go. I'm in the mood for a little bit of a break. I can't lie. Your fart can't get a shout out either, to be honest. Kovacic, storming run. Brilliant tackle there by Jones. Putting a halt to that commanding run there by Kovacic. Rudiger with a boot. Ziyech. Nice little swivel play there. Azpilicueta in support. Mason Mount makes the run, but Ziyech says, Ziyech looks on shit-hot form today. I'll tell you that. I will tell you that. It's going to take a lot of work from Middlesbrough to even have a remote chance of getting back into this game. 3 shots on target, 0 for Middlesbrough, 3 for Chelsea. And I think it was 5 attempts on goal for Chelsea and just 1 for Middlesbrough. Pulisic down, you're all right. He's hurt himself. Pulisic gets some booze. It's so like Pulisic to injure himself. My man is made of fucking tissue paper, I swear to God. Last few seconds of this game in this first half, rather. Jesus Christ. Money at the moment. What motivates me. Balogun crossed in. Chance for a final potential goal, but an offside call is called. But yeah, money at the moment is what motivates me. I'll tell you that. 1 minute of added time. Don't be a twat for no reason. It's a watch along, not a bitch along. I wasn't bitching at all. Yash, where was I bitching? Jeez. I've often looked at the smaller things in life, but as of literally the last 2 or 3 months, I'm very money motivated. It's very rare for me to be like that. By money, I mean I've done a lot of overtime in the last couple of months. That's what I mean. Half-time at Riverside Stadium. It is 2-0 to Chelsea. Goals from Romelu Lukaku and Hakim Ziyech on his birthday is all to report. And still, halftime statistics will be on your screens in due time. Give it a minimum of a minute. That's all I'll say. Rest easy. Rest easy, like you've died, for fuck's sake. Have a wonderful halftime break. The stream's going to continue. I look forward to seeing most of you, or all of you, maybe even more of you. Spread the word. Spread the fucking the word of Chelsea Fan TV. I will see you in the second half. Enjoy your break. I will enjoy mine. And again, 2-0 Chelsea. Hello. We are back. Welcome back to Chelsea Fan TV. It's half time at the Riverside Stadium. Chelsea 2, Middlesbrough 0. And Chelsea with double the total shots with 6, Middlesbrough with 3, and 0 shots on target for the home side. 3 shots on target for the Blues, 2 of which were goals. Excuse me. Fucking hell. 35% possession for the home side, 65 for the away side. Chelsea, 4 corners to 3 and 2 fouls to 6. Welcome back. Welcome back. As you can see, Chelsea 2-0 up is the only score currently at the moment. Eddie Newton on the screen at the moment for the on the telly. Not a single moment has it frozen since it's been on the break. I think it must be the actual live broadcast is causing some issues with BBC. I don't know if that is just me or if it's anyone else. Here comes the money. But yes, a quick reminder as you're all filing back into the stream, all the coverage you could possibly want here brought to you by Chelsea Fan TV. All the stats, all the facts, all the coverage live. And of course, Chelsea do have a home game next in 2 weeks' time on the 2nd of April against Brentford at Stamford Bridge. Then it's a home first leg in the quarterfinals of the Champions League as we host Real Madrid for the second time in 2 years in the competition. Then it's off to St. Mary's on the 9th of April. And again, it's a 2nd of April, 4 days later, a game, 3 days later, another game, and 3 days later after that, it's the away fixture at the Santiago Bernabeu on the 12th of April against Real Madrid for that second leg in the Champions League. And again, if you haven't liked, subscribed, or hit that bell notification, please feel free to do so. Show some support for the channel and as well. Hit that bell notification so that you can be notified of any future content on the channel. And if you wish to follow myself on any of my personal social media profiles, Chelsea Fans XI is, of course, the place to go. We are not too long away from the second half of this quarter-final between Middlesbrough and Chelsea. Of course, again, I bring it up. Middlesbrough have made light work of Manchester United and Tottenham Hotspur in this competition. They are 2-0 down at half-time, though. That being said, can they turn it around? I hope not. I truly hope not. Again, all the coverage for this second half brought to you by Chelsea Fan TV. Get yourself strapped in. The second half just moments away. Just moments away. Arrogant English fans. Real Madrid going to destroy you. Benzema easy hat-trick. I mean, that might be the case. It might be the case. However, Real Madrid have never once beaten Chelsea in competitive football in its history. 5 games. 5 games. Chelsea have won 3, drawn 2. I believe that is the statistic. But either way, we are undefeated against Real Madrid in that time. Who would you like to see as the owners? I don't mind too much as long as it isn't the American family. And I want new owners to actually care about the club and not use us as a money-making business. Well, I mean, whoever takes over from us need to get to... they need to get to grips with the fact that Chelsea just are not a money-making machine. We make money, but in order to carry on making money, which again isn't something we do. We make money by competitions, but ultimately we are a trophy-winning side. The most trophies of an English club in the last 20 years. And Thomas Tuchel said it best, that the new owners must like winning. They must like winning. Otherwise, you can count your chickens as to whether or not Chelsea are going to last as one of the front runners in English football. Hopefully we can continue to be one of those top running sides. Again, it all depends on whether or not the new owners like winning more than they like making money. And as I said, if you are taking over Chelsea, you're not going to make any money. It's definitely it's a money in, money out situation. Like you are not going to make it. Look at Roman Abramovich. We owe him £1.5 billion. He's never going to see a dime, and not a dime in that time. Second half is underway. Guay is not our player. He is available on a buyback clause situation. Of course, did make his way into the England team for this 2-week break for international duty. No substitutions to be mentioned in the halftime break. Welcome back. He is officially a Crystal Palace player at the moment. However, as I said, he is available on a buyback clause. I think for is it 30 million? 30 million. Just like Tammy Abraham, he's available on a buyback clause. 80 million for him. Middlesbrough, look at they've got a bit more pep in their step. More pep in their step into this game. Replays, you reckon it's going to be 3-1? 3-1. I must say, I don't see us conceding. However, they do have the home advantage. So you never know. You never know. Middlesbrough made a substitution, did they? I mean, they have to press high. They have to come all guns a-blazing in this game. So 2-0 at half-time against the champions of the world. It's not going to be an easy one for them to turn around. A potential handball there from Loftus-Cheek. Play continues. I reckon this is going to end 2-0, personally. Foul, Loftus-Cheek. Free kick to Middlesbrough. Taken quickly. Jones. Tavernier inside. Mason Mount puts a foot out. It does go past him. Middlesbrough still in possession. Lukaku charging down. Nowhere near the ball, though. What's up, Ho? One more goal to put it to bed. Lukaku could have easily put it to bed with a second goal, but defended very well on the goal line by, I think it was Jones. Azpilicueta coming in hot there. Middlesbrough still on the ball, though. Crooks. Jones. Back in. Defended well. Counter-attack from Chelsea now. Could be on. Loftus-Cheek on the ball. And a slow one at that. Pulisic plays it all the way back to Sarr. Rudiger now on the ball. And Are we really going to sit on a 2-0 lead against fucking Middlesbrough here? Surely we go for the kill. Surely we go for the kill. Over the top, Christian Pulisic. Kovacic. Welcome back. Crossed in. Lukaku's in the middle. Headed away. Sol Bamba has come on for Fry. Crooks is in. Nice Ronaldo chop. Balogun shoots over the bar by a landslide. My word. The bus is parking up. It is indeed. It doesn't really immediately look as though we're looking for any more goals in this game. It's got to be said. And no, I'm not a I'm not a dinner lady. No. People arguing at the moment that Kante would not get into the starting 11 of Real Madrid. Lukaku looking to close down. It's going to go for a goal kick. Imagine me working in a school, for fuck's sake, as a dinner lady. God, the numbers on the back of their shirt are so stupid. What is that? McNair is down. Boots are off. McNair is going off as well. It's all going wrong for the home side. McNair off. And Peltier on. 35-year-old Lee Peltier comes on. No real danger of extra time and penalties currently. But at the same time, 35-year-old Lee Peltier has just come on. So you never know. He's got some experience. So you never know. Could get his head on it if they do get a corner. Crossed in, and it's too much. I think he's going for the near post there, trying to take Mendy off guard there, and it has gone out for a goal kick. Jones, the danger man down the wing. What's for lunch today? It's Tuchel time, baby! Favorite Chelsea moment in the past 5 years can't be the Champions League or Europa League wins. I don't know. It's pretty tough. What really comes close? 5 years ago, well, we won the Premier League, didn't we? At least 5 years ago. It's hard to say, really. They're really realistically the high points, but yeah, Premier League probably. That Batshuayi goal was it hit different against West Brom. I've got to say. Sarr crosses in all the way to the back. Finds Mason Mount. He is onside. Too much for Lukaku. He is in the middle, though. Mason Mount. Ziyech. Mount all the way. And it's deflected out for a corner ball once again for Chelsea. Oh, the comeback against Ajax was a belter as well, to be fair. You are correct, Ruben. That probably, yeah. Stopping Spurs from winning the league. That was more than 5 years ago, I reckon. But yeah. I think you're right. I think you've hit the nail on the head there, Ruben. The Ajax game hit different. It really did. Crossed in. Rudiger, too much on that. Headed away. Sarr picks it up. Finds Hakim Ziyech on the wing. Crosses it in. It's a dangerous one. And dealt with well by the goalkeeper, who fucking swings it right out. Crooks down the ball. Jones, not enough on that to find a way through. Dealt with well by Chelsea once again. Crooks lets it go out for a throw in. Takes it quick. Middlesbrough playing with some intensity now in this game. Jesus Christ, in this game. Kepa refusing to come on the pitch was also a highlight, to be fair. Yeah, you're right. You are right. How are Chelsea doing after the League Cup? We haven't lost or drawn a game in that time, so I would argue we've done pretty well. We've won every single game since then. Mark Bowler has come on. Taylor and Connolly come off for Bowler and Whatmore. Azpilicueta. It's Tuchel time, baby! Look at that face. Look at his face. Pulisic. I mean, we're still on the ball, ref, but we'll take it. Rudiger fouled. Chance down for Middlesbrough from absolutely nothing. A mistake from Chelsea in the middle of the field. Out for a throw in, hits the left hand side of the flag and out for a throw as opposed to a corner ball, which I'm sure Middlesbrough would have preferred. Crossed in, an easy save for Mendy. Azpilicueta down hurt. Potential lash out from the Middlesbrough attacker. Oh. Yeah, I don't really understand how Man United and Tottenham struggled against these lot. Arguably, you would think that they'd try even harder than those two games against Chelsea. Being champions of Europe and champions of the world, you'd think they'd be out and up for a challenge, but they have not shown up here today. Lukaku needs to come off, I think. He's just so fucking... I know he scored today, but it was a tap-in. Like, oh, God, it's just so painful to watch. He's just so slow. Get Havertz on. Or I'm not even Havertz. Get Vale on or something. We're not... I don't sense we're going to lose at this point, but we don't need to play any first-team players, I reckon. Bring... who have we got? We've got Kennedy, Barkley, and Vale, I reckon. Kennedy, Barkley, and Vale. Maybe a Kante appearance at some point. Loftus-Cheek. Lukaku was in miles of space there. Ziyech crosses in. Lukaku in the middle and bumps into Christian Pulisic. Loftus-Cheek back on it after the clearance there. Ziyech. Azpilicueta. Kovacic fouled, but carries on, stays on his feet, and a poor pass in the end gives the ball away. Jones now. Top boy for them. In this game, at least. Jones, the standout player in this game. Thiago Silva. Wonder how many Middlesbrough fans thought they'd ever see Thiago Silva play in their life. Probably zero. I have no idea why Ruben didn't play that through to Lukaku. Wide open. Wide open. The Middlesbrough Ultras going for it. Look at that guy's head. Whoa! I'm fucking tired. Jesus Christ. I've been up since 6. Ugh. Azpilicueta. And again. Rudiger. Saar. I'm a coffee, but I love tea and I love coffee, but I'm more of a coffee person. Foul, Kovacic. No foul given though. And when I say coffee, I mean just straight black. To be honest, I'm not. I'm not into milk in my coffee or like a latte. I mean, I don't mind a caramel latte every now and then from Costa, but overall, black coffee, no milk, no sugar. Magnifique. But sometimes you can't beat a cup of tea. So good old cup of Charlie, good old brew. The ultras look like dossers. You are not wrong. Look at that guy. Oh. Fucking hell. I wouldn't want to meet you in a dark alley, I'll tell you that. I've been up since midday. I went to bed at 3:40 last. Lucky you. I was at a party. Oh. I've got my first day off on a weekend tomorrow for probably like 12 weeks or something. I'm so tired. But I finally got a day off tomorrow. I'm going to get absolutely hammered, I reckon. It's what the doctor ordered. I have a nice lie-in tomorrow morning. Off to watch the Palace game. And I do not work at McDonald's. I can tell you that for fucking free. I was in a McDonald's the other day, literally like 2 days ago, 3 days ago, maybe. I don't know how they work there, to be honest. Fair play. If you work at McDonald's, it looks so fucking hectic. It really does. It's so scary looking at people having to work in McDonald's. I could not. I wouldn't last a day in a McDonald's. I would lose my fucking. I would freak out. So it's so stressful in those kitchens. Kieran, how's it going? Not KFC. I had KFC last night, to be fair. But no, I don't work at KFC. McDonald's. Timo and N'Golo Conte are coming on, I think. You are correct. I can see them standing there. What's your job trade name? I couldn't tell you because it's too specific. Chancey shoots. I tell you what, I tell you this for free. Middlesbrough have had a bountiful amount of chances. They have had a fucking plethora of chances. But every single one has ballooned over the bar. Every single chance has gone over the bar. They have had a decent amount of at least 4 chances specifically where they've had a shot and it's just gone straight over the bar. Pulisic and Kovacic off for Werner and Kante. And that's the way we like it. Like it. Like it. Whoa. 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 Lukaku is on. I am Banksy. You've sussed me out. Chance. Played across goal and a comfortable save by the best goalkeeper in these worlds. In these nations. Edouard Mendy. The best of a good old bunch. Comfortable save. A sanctioned Chelsea is better than a functioning Tottenham Hotspur. He works for the people who cook for the Queen. Who are the people who cook for the? I don't work. I'm not a cook for the Queen. I'm someone who works for the people who cook for the Queen. So what would that make me? A waiter? Do you think if I worked for the Queen that I would be? Well, I mean, technically, I was going to say if I worked for the Queen, would I be doing this? But Ziyech, crossed in, Timo Werner in the box. I'm not a chef. I'm not a chef at all. I do like to cook, but I'm not a chef. London is red. Enjoy your last season at a chance to win trophies, mate. Saka's better than everyone at Chelsea. Let's all laugh at Rusty's revenge. Jesus Christ. One of the worst takes I've seen in quite some time. Jesus Christ almighty. Everyone laugh at Rusty. Fucking Harry working for the Queen. Prince Harry. I mean, technically. Whoa, 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 whoa. I do not bake. I do not. It's the one side of cooking that I've never really got a part of, really. I'm not into baked goods anyway. If I am, it's like a sausage roll or a fucking pork pie or something like that. Like, you've never seen me and Prince Harry in the same room at the same time. I mean, old Megan's in the room next door. I'll go get her. Your parents named you after the prince or Harry Potter? No, I'm old enough to be. I'm older than Harry Potter, and my parents did not name me after Prince Harry. No, I can confirm. I'm an errand boy. They named me after Harry Maguire. Yeah. I was about to say I'm older than Harry Maguire, but he's older than me by like quite a few years. Mason Mount crossed in! Timo Werner with the header! Tipped away by the goalkeeper. Breakfast or dinner? Breakfast every fucking day of the week. My God. Oh. That being said, I do like tacos. I do like burritos. They're more like lunchtime things more than anything. But a breakfast over lunch or dinner any day of the week. Ziyech with the cross. And Chelsea fans doing the old bouncy bouncy. I'm not a postman. I did have a paper round as a child though. Good old years those were. Balogun is going off. Their final substitution of the day. Coburn comes on. 15 minutes or so to go. And Balogun makes way. No goal for Balogun in this game. You should try baking. I'll give it a go. I've got an air fryer which has a bake mode, so you never know. I might give it a go. Played forward, Timo Werner bottles that completely. Postman Harry and your rainbow cat. I do have a black and white cat, to be fair. So I could easily be old Postman Pat at this point. Dabble, dabble, dabble. Borough losing, but their fans jumping up and down like they're winning the Champions League final. You got to love it. You've got to give it to them, though. They are putting in a shift. They're having a right old laugh. Dabble, dabble, dabble. Gary needs both teams to get a yellow. I don't think that there's going to be a yellow card in this game, potentially. Who scored Chelsea's goals? Ezekiel, if you look at the graphics here, right here, you'll see that there is a ball next to the players who scored. Look, it looks like it's my head. It's Tuchel time, baby! Your mum, that's what the score is. Hello, Ben. I'm not 29, no. Someone on the stream the other day said I looked like I was 19, which I thought was very nice of them to say, but and the shit from the lane have won fuck all again. John Terry has won the double. 2, 3, 4, double, double, double. John Terry has won the double. And the shit from the lane have won fuck all again. John Terry has won the double. You're the oldest at Chelsea Fan TV. I am the oldest at Chelsea Fan TV. Of all the, I was named after Harry Hill. Yes, there we go. Of everyone working at Chelsea Fan TV, I do believe I am the oldest by at least 2 or 3 years. Which is, you know, being the oldest anywhere for me is weird because I've always been the youngest in anywhere I've ever worked or been or anywhere. So being the oldest somewhere is strange. It really is. I am older than Harry Potter. No, I'm not older than Daniel Radcliffe. I'm older than the movies of Harry Potter. Daniel Radcliffe is older than me. I'm older than Harry Potter movies. For fuck's sake. Use your Swede, for Christ's sake. Tell us your minutes remained. What does that mean? 12. Well, there's 11 minutes remaining in the game. Do you just say random shit? Me? You do look young, mate. Thought you were born in 2000s, but I'm just an old geezer that can't tell the difference between a millennial and as I'm not a Gen Z at all. I am a millennial. I'm 26. My age I've been questioned on my age the last like 5 streams in a row now. Dabo, Dabo, Dabo. Kante keeps it in. Fuck me. Timo Werner now. Saar. Oh, thank you very much. I wouldn't say it looks amazing. It's a little bit skew-if because if you, it's like, don't know why I'm beating my own hairline. I've got the little whoop, the little man dark. If anyone's watched Dexter's Laboratory, they know what man dark. I've got the little whoop. I like it though. Little whatever it's called, cow's lick. I've got a few cows. No, I don't have a cow's lick, but Pulisic! Not Pulisic. Pulisic's been off for a while. Mason Mount. Doesn't matter how old you are because your hairline looks amazing. And that is the most important thing. I'm 22 and I'm bald. I'm not laughing at you. I'm not laughing at you. But gee, I feel sorry for you, mate. I really do. My uncle was bald at 18 years old. So, or at least that's the story. I don't know how we didn't score there. I am a Chelsea supporter, yes, in case it wasn't abundantly clear at this point. Nine minutes to go. 9 minutes to go. And if you were here for the last stream, you'll know I ran off to go to the toilet. Or if it wasn't last stream, it was the one before that. And I sense a running to the toilet is in fact in the works because it's gone out for a goal kick to Chelsea. I'm running. I'm going to be back in 2 seconds, for the love of God. I'm back. I'm back. Jesus Christ. 10 hours later. Hairlines can be done in Turkey, by the way. Well, Loftus-Cheek. I'm very happy with my hair, to be fair. So I don't see myself going to Turkey anytime soon. Once I do go bald, if I do go bald, I'm not going to be one of these people that holds on to it for dear life. I'll be just shaving it off. Don't take it the wrong way. Looking young. Oh, mate, I'm at an age now, 26. I'll take looking young very, very easily. Very, very easily. I don't see that as a bad thing at all. Enjoy. I don't get ID'd anymore, so that just says everything you need to know in person. If I look old in person. Lukaku off for Harvey Vale. Enjoy your youth. 26 is still young. Was around your age during the Invincibles. Jesus Christ. I'm only joking. Always London is red and enjoy your win. And fuck off. Is it bollocks? But thank you for the kind words nonetheless. Harvey Vale on. Chance for Middlesbrough. Tapped away by Edouard Mendy. I'm a 1995 baby, by the way. For anyone wondering. I think as I tell you, I don't know. Of all the football streamers that I've watched or seen, I feel like everyone that at Arsenal Fan TV are like in their 30s or 40s or 50s. Like even the youngest ones that work there are in their 30s. The City Extra, who are like Man City. I feel like they might be younger than me, but I don't know. I feel like I might be one of the younger streamers, to be fair, of like football streaming. But then I don't know. You've got Lewis. Lewis is younger than me by like 3 years. So yeah, they're all 30, but they're all trying to look young, and Lewis is younger than me by a couple of years, I think. And I technically he is a streamer, isn't he? So brilliant result indeed. Thank you. Fantastic result. 2 quarterfinals in the space of 3 weeks. We got this one and then another one in 3 weeks' time. Sophie's not in her 20s, I can tell you that. I don't know if that's a bad thing. There's no way. Is Sophie younger than me? Fuck that. I know that sounds incredibly rude, but there's no way Sophie's younger than me. Lewis is 22, I think. Does anyone know Sophie's age? She's no way is she younger than me. That is bollocks. Chelsea. What's her last name? Sophie Rose. I have no idea. She's married? God knows. I don't mean that in the nasty way, by the way. I'm sure she's a lovely lady. But if she's younger than me, then I'm fucking Harry Styles, you know what I mean? That sounds so rude, but you know what I mean? Come on. She's young. There's no way she's younger than me, though. I'm saying it because she's been on YouTube for a while now. That's all I mean. I don't mean she looks old. I'm just saying she's been on YouTube for a while. Robbie's got to be 52, something. Like, my man's been around for a while. If anyone's seen his early Afrobeats era. Nice cover. I do look younger than Harry Maguire and Harry Kane, without a doubt. I mean, I am. So I'm glad. Sophie's 31, yeah. She says she was 12. No. Thiago Silva, man of the match. Rory as well. I feel like Rory. I don't know. I think what was Rory on Big Brother? What was he on? You got to remember, Rory's now like on True Geordie all the time. And he's a product of Chelsea Fan TV, from what I know. He's not. He's been on Big Brother or something. I can't remember what it was, but he was on Chelsea Fan TV early stages. So was Sophie. They've branched off into their own things. I can see your message. I'm not reading it out. I've already said she looks like fucking 50 years old, which is not the case. But I've implied that I think she looks old, but she doesn't. She looks older than me. That's all I'm saying. If I met her, I would assume she was older than me. That's all I meant. That's all I meant. I look like a cross between Sir Francis Drake and Henry VIII. Thank you. I am trying to lose weight. Just stop talking, yeah. 3 minutes are out in time, by the way. And then I've got to fuck off because I'm digging myself a big old hole. Chelsea's better. Chelsea's bigger now, for sure. If Arsenal have a bigger fan base than Chelsea at this point, I strongly, I highly doubt it. Worldwide, I'm saying. Chelsea must have a bigger fan base than Arsenal at this point. And Chelsea's a bigger club than Arsenal by all accounts because we've won fucking four major European titles. Whether or not it's because of Roman Abramovich, I couldn't give a bollocks. We've won 2 Champions Leagues. You've won zilch, as in you being Arsenal. But Arsenal have won fuck all. You've got an Invincibles. Wow. Whoa. When was that? Fuck me. When was the last time you won anything besides the FA Cup as well? Jesus Christ. Ruben, thank you so much for all the comments, all the kind words, my friend. Appreciate you stopping by. Again, just a minute to go, and before you all flood off, there's no player ratings for this game. Again, we've got 2 weeks break. Brentford, Real Madrid in the first leg of the Champions League quarterfinals. Then Southampton away, and then the second leg of the Real Madrid tie in that quarterfinal of the Champions League. And of course, if you haven't liked, subscribed, or hit that bell notification, please feel free to do so. Show some support. If you have enjoyed the stream today, that would be massively appreciated. Subscribe, hit that bell notification so you can be notified of any future content, including any live streams coming up on Chelsea Fan TV. And of course, if you wish to follow myself on any of my personal social media platforms, Chelsea Fans XI is the place to be. Of course, whenever the stream is live on YouTube, the stream is live on twitch.tv/Chelsea Fans XI. The reactions get posted to Instagram after the games, as it does on YouTube and TikTok. Plenty of updates on Twitter and all that good stuff. But with that being said, boys and girls, it is full time. Chelsea 2, as predicted, into the first 5 minutes of the second half. I did predict there was no goals to be had in this second half. We just parked the bus for the entire 45 minutes. But with that said, boys and girls, it is Chelsea 2, Middlesbrough 0. And a reminder, of course, of the games tomorrow. Again, clarification. If you are just for some reason tuning in, Middlesbrough 0, Chelsea 2. Chelsea proceed to the semi-finals of the FA Cup for the 3rd time at least in the last 3 years. Of course, Chelsea in the final of the FA Cup, 2 years on the bounce, losing 2 years on the bounce. If we can get to the final, 3 years, 3 times the lucky charm. 3 is the magic number. Can Chelsea make it to the final for the third year in a row? and break the curse and finally win for the first time in 3 years. Of course, Crystal Palace versus Everton, early kickoff, 12:30 kickoff tomorrow against Everton. Southampton versus Man City, Nottingham Forest versus Liverpool at 3 o'clock tomorrow. I'll be keeping an eye on the Crystal Palace game tomorrow, no doubt. And of course, hey, we're through to the semis. We're through to the semis. We're in the quarterfinals of the Champions League. Sanctions? Crisis? What crisis? Chelsea doing better than ever. We're doing better than ever, I'll tell you that. It could be the final days. We might find out who is taking over. There is a fan on the pitch trying to attack Middlesbrough players as we speak. But thank you so much for all the support, all the kind words. I'm going to leave it there because I want to enjoy the rest of my weekend. It is only Saturday. You should do the same. Chelsea through to the semi-finals. The semi-final draw will be hosted after the Nottingham Forest Liverpool game. There is not going to be a stream for that, unfortunately, for all of you. I am taking the day off. It's my first day off from any kind of work for weeks now. So I will be getting absolutely hammered tomorrow. Enjoy your Saturday evening. Enjoy your Sunday. Chelsea 2, Middlesbrough 0. Chelsea 2 through to the semi-finals of the FA Cup. Again, for the 3rd year running. I love you all. Thank you so much for the kind words, all the subscriptions, all of the likes, bell notifications, fucking donations over on Twitch, subscriptions over on Twitch. Simon, replays, Bear, Brad, whoever, everyone, have a good one. I'll see you in 2 weeks' time. There might be a video out during that time, but for the time being, I won't see you for 2 weeks. Unless you follow me over on Twitch, I will be doing some gaming streams over there during that 2-week period. So if you miss this face, I will be over there, twitch.tv/Chelsea Fans XI. I will be there. If you follow, get a notification, I'll be there. But for the time being, I'll see you soon. 2 weeks from today, Brentford, Real Madrid, Southampton, and Real Madrid once again. Thank you so much for watching. Goodbye.